The origins of coffee in Ethiopia. Legend of Kaldi, 9th century. The story of coffee often begins with an intriguing legend from the 9th century in Ethiopia. According to popular folklore, a goat herder named Kaldi observed that his goats exhibited extraordinary energy after consuming the bright red berries from a particular tree. Curious about the effects, Kaldi decided to try the berries himself and found that he felt invigorated and alert. Excited by his discovery, Kaldi brought the berries to a local monastery. The monks, skeptical of the berries, boiled them in water to create a drink. However, they found the concoction bitter and discarded it. Yet, one monk, intrigued by Kaldi's account, decided to experiment further, roasting the berries to enhance their flavor. This new drink helped him stay awake during his late-night prayers. Thus, the legend suggests that coffee's stimulating properties were first harnessed in the monastic communities of Ethiopia. Coffee cultivation and trade in the Arabian Peninsula. Early cultivation in Yemen, 15th century. By the 15th century, coffee cultivation began in Yemen, which was then part of the Arabian Peninsula. The region's climate proved ideal for growing coffee plants, leading to the establishment of coffee farms. Yemeni coffee, particularly the mocha variety, gained prominence for its unique flavor profile and quality. Yemeni traders started exporting coffee beans to neighboring regions, including Persia and Egypt, and coffee houses began to flourish in port cities. The first recorded mention of coffee in Arabic texts dates back to the 15th century, where it was referred to as kahwa. Emergence of coffee houses. As coffee became increasingly popular, the first coffee houses, known as kahwa-khana, opened in Mecca around the 15th century. These establishments served as gathering places where people could socialize, debate, and share news. They became crucial to the social fabric of Middle Eastern society, fostering intellectual discussions and cultural exchanges. Coffee's journey to the Ottoman Empire. Expansion and popularity, 16th century. Coffee spread from Yemen to the Ottoman Empire in the 16th century, where it became a central part of Turkish culture. Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent was known for his love of coffee, and its consumption became popular among the elite. The Ottomans refined the preparation of coffee, using methods that included boiling finely ground coffee beans and sugar in water, producing a rich and potent beverage. In Istanbul, coffee houses emerged as essential venues for social interaction. They offered not only coffee, but also entertainment, such as music and poetry readings, and became synonymous with cultural and artistic life. These coffee houses attracted people from all walks of life, and were often frequented by intellectuals, writers, and artists. The European encounter with coffee. Introduction to Europe, 17th century. Coffee made its way to Europe via trade routes, particularly through the port city of Venice. The first European coffeehouse opened in Venice in 1645, quickly followed by others in major cities such as Paris, London, and Amsterdam. In England, coffeehouses became known as penny universities because, for the price of a cup of coffee, patrons could engage in enlightening conversations and access a wealth of information. Cultural controversies and acceptance. Coffee faced some initial resistance in Europe. In 1615, Venetian clergy called it the bitter invention of Satan, and there were concerns that it encouraged sedition and rebellious thoughts. However, the drink's popularity continued to grow, and by the 17th century, it had become an integral part of European culture. It was seen as a suitable alternative to alcoholic beverages and was praised for its invigorating qualities. The rise of coffee plantations and global trade. Colonial expansion and the coffee trade, 17th to 18th century. The increasing demand for coffee led European powers to establish plantations in their colonies, particularly in tropical regions conducive to coffee cultivation. The Dutch were the pioneers, introducing coffee cultivation in Java, modern-day Indonesia, in the late 1600s. This marked the beginning of large-scale coffee production outside of the Arabian Peninsula. French and British colonies following the Dutch. The French began cultivating coffee in their Caribbean colonies, notably in Haiti, Martinique, and Guadeloupe, while the British established coffee plantations in Jamaica. The Portuguese expanded coffee cultivation into Brazil, setting the stage for its future as a coffee powerhouse. The labor-intensive nature of coffee farming led to the establishment of slave labor systems, particularly in the Americas, creating a complex and often tragic history tied to coffee production. Brazil's dominance in coffee production. By the 19th century, Brazil emerged as the world's leading coffee producer. Factors such as its vast land, favorable climate, and a growing labor force fueled its dominance in the global coffee market. The Brazilian coffee economy became critical to its national identity, influencing social structures and economic policies. Coffee played a pivotal role in Brazil's development and export economy, shaping its relationships with other nations. The modern era of coffee technological advancements and globalization, 19th to 20th century. The 19th century saw significant advancements in coffee preparation and consumption. The invention of the espresso machine in the late 1800s revolutionized how coffee was brewed, leading to the development of various coffee styles and beverages. The instant coffee revolution in the early 20th century made coffee more accessible, allowing people to enjoy the drink conveniently. By the late 20th century, the globalization of coffee culture gained momentum. The rise of coffee chains, such as Starbucks, transformed coffee into a global commodity and lifestyle brand. These establishments popularized various coffee beverages and introduced new brewing methods, contributing to a coffee renaissance. The third wave coffee movement in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, the third wave coffee movement emerged, emphasizing high quality, artisanal coffee production and a focus on the bean's origins. This movement promotes a deeper appreciation for the complexities of coffee, from its cultivation to its preparation and consumption. Coffee aficionados began exploring single-origin coffees and artisanal roasting techniques, fostering a culture of quality over quantity. Coffee is one of the most widely consumed beverages in the world, with millions of people relying on it for a morning pick-me-up or a mid-afternoon boost. Its rich flavor and stimulating properties are attributed primarily to caffeine, a natural stimulant that can influence various bodily functions. Despite its popularity, coffee consumption can have both positive and negative effects on health, and understanding these can help individuals make informed choices about their intake. Coffee is derived from the roasted seeds of the coffea plant, which is grown in numerous countries around the world. The two most common species of coffee are Arabica and Robusta, each with distinct flavor profiles and caffeine content. Coffee is typically brewed by pouring hot water over ground coffee beans, creating a beverage that is both aromatic and invigorating. The caffeine content in coffee can vary significantly based on the type of coffee bean, the brewing method, and the serving size. On average, an 8-ounce cup of brewed coffee contains approximately 80 to 100 milligrams of caffeine. Many individuals enjoy coffee not only for its stimulating effects, but also for its potential health benefits, which include antioxidants and other bioactive compounds. Positive effects of coffee cognitive function. Coffee is renowned for its ability to enhance alertness, attention, and concentration. Caffeine stimulates the central nervous system, leading to improved mental performance and cognitive abilities. Studies have shown that moderate coffee consumption may enhance memory, reaction time, and overall cognitive function. Physical performance. Many athletes and fitness enthusiasts consume coffee before workouts due to its ergogenic effects. Caffeine can increase adrenaline levels, improve endurance, and reduce the perception of effort during physical activity, allowing for enhanced performance. Antioxidant properties. Coffee is a significant source of antioxidants, which help combat oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. These compounds can play a role in reducing the risk of chronic diseases, including certain cancers, cardiovascular diseases, and neurodegenerative disorders. Metabolism boost. Caffeine can increase metabolic rate and promote fat oxidation, making it a popular ingredient in weight loss supplements. Some studies have indicated that caffeine may help support weight management efforts when combined with a balanced diet and exercise. Reduced risk of certain diseases. Research has suggested that regular coffee consumption may be associated with a reduced risk of various diseases. For instance, studies have indicated that coffee drinkers may have a lower risk of developing Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, and type 2 diabetes. Additionally, coffee consumption has been linked to a reduced risk of liver diseases, including cirrhosis and liver cancer. Mood enhancement. The consumption of coffee has been linked to improved mood and a reduced risk of depression. Caffeine can stimulate the release of neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine, which play vital roles in mood regulation. Liver health. Coffee consumption has been associated with protective effects on liver health. Research indicates that coffee drinkers may have a lower risk of liver fibrosis and cirrhosis. Additionally, coffee may reduce the risk of liver cancer, particularly in individuals with existing liver conditions. Heart health. Some studies suggest that moderate coffee consumption may have a protective effect against cardiovascular diseases. Regular coffee drinkers may experience a lower risk of heart disease and stroke, likely due to the beneficial effects of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties found in coffee. Negative effects of coffee despite its potential benefits. Excessive coffee consumption can lead to a range of negative effects, particularly in sensitive individuals. The following are some of the adverse effects associated with high caffeine intake. Anxiety and jitters. One of the most common side effects of excessive coffee consumption is heightened anxiety and restlessness. High doses of caffeine can stimulate the nervous system, leading to symptoms such as nervousness, irritability, and restlessness. Individuals prone to anxiety disorders may find that caffeine exacerbates their symptoms. Sleep disturbances. Caffeine is a known stimulant that can disrupt sleep patterns. Consuming coffee, especially later in the day, can lead to difficulties falling asleep or staying asleep. Sleep deprivation can further exacerbate mental and physical health issues. Digestive issues. Some individuals may experience gastrointestinal discomfort due to coffee consumption. Caffeine can stimulate the production of stomach acid, potentially leading to acid reflux or heartburn. Additionally, coffee may irritate the digestive tract, causing symptoms such as bloating, gas, or diarrhea in sensitive individuals. Increased heart rate. High doses of caffeine can lead to tachycardia, or an increased heart rate. This may be particularly concerning for individuals with pre-existing heart conditions or those who are sensitive to stimulants. High blood pressure. Caffeine can temporarily elevate blood pressure levels, which may pose risks for individuals with hypertension or cardiovascular issues. Those with high blood pressure should monitor their coffee intake and consult a healthcare professional for personalized recommendations. Dependence and withdrawal. Regular coffee consumption can lead to physical dependence on caffeine. Individuals who suddenly reduce or eliminate their caffeine intake may experience withdrawal symptoms, including headaches, fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. Bone health concerns. Excessive caffeine consumption may interfere with calcium absorption, potentially contributing to decreased bone density over time. Individuals at risk for osteoporosis or fractures should be mindful of their coffee intake. Pregnancy risks. Pregnant women are often advised to limit their caffeine intake due to potential risks to fetal development. High caffeine consumption during pregnancy has been associated with adverse outcomes, including miscarriage, low birth weight, and developmental issues. Medication interactions. Caffeine can interact with various medications, potentially affecting their efficacy or increasing side effects. Individuals taking prescription medications should consult their healthcare provider about potential interactions with caffeine. Impact on mental health. While moderate coffee consumption may improve mood for some, excessive intake can contribute to mood swings and increased anxiety. Individuals with mood disorders should monitor their caffeine intake and its effects on their mental health. Indications for coffee consumption. Understanding the indications for coffee consumption can help individuals make informed choices about their coffee intake. Here are some common scenarios where coffee may be beneficial: fatigue or sleepiness. Individuals experiencing fatigue or drowsiness may benefit from a moderate cup of coffee to increase alertness and cognitive function. Caffeine can help combat feelings of tiredness, particularly during low-energy moments. Physical activity. Coffee can serve as an effective pre-workout beverage for individuals looking to enhance their athletic performance. Consuming coffee before exercise may improve endurance, strength, and overall workout results. Mental fatigue. When facing a challenging task that requires focus and concentration, a cup of coffee may provide a cognitive boost. Caffeine can enhance attention and improve performance on cognitive tasks. Mood enhancement. Individuals feeling down or experiencing mild depressive symptoms may find that moderate coffee consumption positively affects their mood. Caffeine's stimulating properties can promote feelings of well-being. Social interactions. Coffee is often consumed in social settings, fostering connections and conversations among individuals. Enjoying coffee with friends or colleagues can enhance social experiences and create opportunities for bonding. Support for metabolism. Those aiming to manage their weight may find coffee beneficial as part of a healthy lifestyle. Its metabolism-boosting properties can support efforts in conjunction with a balanced diet and regular exercise. Contraindications for coffee consumption. There are specific populations and situations where coffee consumption may not be advisable. Here are key contraindications to consider. Anxiety disorders. Individuals with diagnosed anxiety disorders or panic attacks should be cautious with coffee consumption, as caffeine can heighten feelings of anxiety and trigger panic attacks. Pregnancy. Pregnant women should limit caffeine intake to protect fetal health, as excessive consumption has been linked to adverse outcomes. Most healthcare professionals recommend keeping caffeine intake below 200 milligrams per day during pregnancy. High blood pressure. Individuals with hypertension should monitor their coffee consumption, as caffeine can temporarily raise blood pressure levels, potentially leading to complications. Heart conditions. Those with pre-existing heart conditions should consult their healthcare provider before consuming coffee. The stimulating effects of caffeine can affect heart rhythm and overall cardiovascular health. Gastrointestinal issues. Individuals with conditions such as gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, or peptic ulcers may find that coffee exacerbates their symptoms, leading to discomfort. Osteoporosis risks. Those at risk for osteoporosis should limit their coffee intake due to potential calcium absorption interference, which may contribute to weakened bones. Medication interactions. Individuals taking specific medications, such as blood thinners or certain antidepressants, should consult their healthcare provider regarding potential interactions with caffeine. Caffeine sensitivity. People who are sensitive to caffeine should limit or avoid coffee altogether to prevent adverse reactions, including rapid heart rate and jitteriness. Severe headaches or migraines. Individuals prone to migraines may find that coffee triggers their headaches. It's essential for these individuals to monitor their caffeine intake and its effects on their condition, children, and adolescents. Young individuals should limit caffeine intake due to potential impacts on their developing nervous systems. Pediatricians often recommend restricting caffeine consumption in children. Individuals with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, coffee can aggravate symptoms of IBS, causing discomfort and digestive issues. Those with IBS should consider reducing or eliminating coffee from their diet. Post-surgery patients. After surgery, individuals should avoid coffee, as caffeine can interfere with recovery and hydration. Healthcare providers often recommend limiting caffeine in the postoperative period. Effects on organ systems. Coffee consumption can affect various organ systems in the body. Understanding these effects can provide insights into how coffee impacts overall health. Central nervous system. Caffeine acts as a stimulant, enhancing alertness and cognitive function. However, Excessive intake may lead to anxiety, restlessness, and sleep disturbances. Moderation is key to balancing its stimulating effects. Cardiovascular system. While moderate coffee consumption may be associated with a reduced risk of heart disease, high caffeine intake can lead to increased heart rate and blood pressure. Individuals with cardiovascular concerns should consult a healthcare professional regarding coffee consumption. Gastrointestinal system. Coffee can stimulate gastric acid production, potentially leading to digestive discomfort in some individuals. Those with gastrointestinal issues should be mindful of their coffee intake. Endocrine system. Caffeine can influence hormone levels, including insulin and cortisol. While moderate consumption may enhance insulin sensitivity, excessive intake can lead to hormonal imbalances. Musculoskeletal system. High caffeine consumption may interfere with calcium absorption, affecting bone health over time. Individuals at risk for osteoporosis should monitor their coffee intake to protect bone density. Liver. Coffee consumption has been linked to protective effects on liver health, potentially reducing the risk of liver diseases. Regular coffee drinkers may experience lower levels of liver enzymes, indicating better liver function. Renal system. Caffeine is a mild diuretic, which can lead to increased urine production. Individuals with kidney issues should be cautious about their coffee intake and stay hydrated. Reproductive system. High caffeine intake during pregnancy can negatively impact fetal development. Pregnant individuals should limit their caffeine consumption to promote optimal health for themselves and their babies. Integumentary system. Some studies suggest that coffee may have protective effects on skin health, potentially reducing the risk of certain skin cancers due to its antioxidant properties. Immune system. Moderate coffee consumption may have beneficial effects on the immune system due to its antioxidant properties. However, excessive intake may lead to immune dysregulation in sensitive individuals. In conclusion, coffee consumption offers a range of potential benefits and risks that vary based on individual circumstances, health conditions, and lifestyle factors. While moderate coffee consumption may enhance cognitive function, physical performance, and provide antioxidant benefits, excessive intake can lead to negative effects, particularly for sensitive individuals or those with specific health concerns. Understanding the indications and contraindications for coffee consumption, as well as its effects on various organ systems, is crucial for making informed choices. Individuals should consider their unique health profiles and consult healthcare professionals when necessary to determine the appropriate level of coffee consumption for their specific situations. Ultimately, coffee can be enjoyed as part of a balanced lifestyle, but moderation is key to harnessing its benefits while minimizing potential risks. By being mindful of individual responses to caffeine and seeking guidance when needed, individuals can make the most of their coffee experience while supporting their overall health and well-being.